Hello there, my name's Tim Walter and I'm a geomancer and a life coach. You can find out more about my geomancy services, which is spiritually clearing a house or a place of work, elsewhere on my Night's Rose YouTube channel, and likewise about the life coaching services. But what I wanted to do today, because I work with subtle energy, I wanted to show you very, very briefly how you can learn to dowse using a set of rods. These are dowsing rods. These are fairly hefty. They were made for me by my mentor Hamish Miller. But usually you can pick up some lightweight rods, either smaller than these or slightly larger in fact, which are very cheap, or you can make them yourself. You can make them out of coat hangers, metal wire coat hangers, very easy. So, the art of dowsing is finding hidden information. That's basically what we regard it as. That's how the dictionary defines it. A lot of people regard it, or most commonly know of it, as somebody walking across a field, for example, to find water. There are many different ways of dowsing, and there are many, many things that you can find with it. I use it when I'm clearing people's houses. I work from a floor plan. I use a pendulum in those instances, but I use it to connect into the 0 point field. So to access subtle energies of a house at a distance. Again, if you want to Google or look on the list on the right hand side of the YouTube page, you'll probably see more information from me about subtle energies and remote dowsing and that sort of thing. Okay, so the basic principle is, with a set of rods like these, you're asking your higher self or the universe, whatever you want to refer to it as, you're asking yourself a question about the information you're looking for, and you expect to get a yes or a no answer. A yes response from the rods would be them crossing, a no response would be them falling apart like that. Best thing to do to start with is just to simply stand nice and relaxed, keep the rods horizontal so that they swing freely in the hands, and simply ask yourself a question such as, am I standing up? And the rods will move together to indicate a yes. If I say, am I sitting down? The rods will move apart to say no. Now on video, of course, it probably looks like I'm doing it myself. If I just do one more, and I'll do you a close-up as well. So, am I standing up? Yes. Okay. Am I sitting down? No. And no response is very, very difficult for me, actually, especially like that. But am I sitting down? No. Right, then it falls off. But you know, if you hold them, I'm holding them loosely so that I can show you what to do. Okay. That fundamentally is dowsing, and you will get a response like that. You may get a very slow response to start with, but you will get a response straight away. The tricky part with dowsing then is actually learning and feeling the dowsing response and understanding your relationship with the larger self, the greater and whole self, if you like, or the universe, however you want to call it. But this is what happens. You get dowsing very, very quickly. It's rather like learning to pick up a pencil and write. You can pick up a pencil very easily. You can write ABC relatively quickly. Not everybody can write the works of Shakespeare. With dowsing, it's all about practice, 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 and you will get to a phase where actually you seem to get contrary dowsing results. And that is the point where actually, that's the most significant point that you get to, because that's when you're actually starting to work out your relationship with your higher self, the greater universe, whatever you want to call it. And that is a process for you as an individual to work out how it works. I can give you guidance if you like, of course, but really it's down to the individual, because you're talking about working with your inner subtle energy, your inner world, your subjective experience. I hope that makes sense. So that's very basically it. Dowsing, ask a question, ask things to start with that you know the answers to, like am I standing up? And the rods will respond. Am I sitting down? No. Okay, so yes and no.